Yeah, you want to buy stuff. Close it. I don't have one in there.
Still in Palm Springs?
Oh, yeah.
Like it there.
Yeah, well, we got so many animals. It's hard to move.
Yeah.
We got 30 animals.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got cats, dogs?
Cats, dogs, and, you know, we take care of outdoor animals. And
Wow.
you know.
You can't.
Yeah.
You have a big property?
Yeah, pretty big, yes. Yeah.
You have to, right?
Yeah, we moved to, you know, there's Palm Springs, and then there's the supporting cities around it.
Yeah.
Where all the poor people live.
Yeah.
And you get a lot more for the money there.
Yeah.
So we got so many animals. We had to move out of Palm Springs and Cat City. Fancy all professionally in, you know, fancy companies.
What's the name of the town?
Cat City.
Cat City.
Yeah, Cathedral City.
Wow.
And, you know, it's funny, you know, we have all those cats. It's Cat City, all those Scottish Road.
On the what?
Scottish Road.
The Scottish Road.
Cat Road.
Wow. That's wild.
I had no idea, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many cats you get?
It's hard to say. You know, we have indoors, outdoors, garage cats, down the street cats.
Wow.
Yeah.
You gotta feed all of them.
Yeah, that's
You got a good. All right.
Oh, it's a beautiful. Oh my God.
That's my guy.
It's a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We rescued him. He was like 20 pounds.
He's big as
Way overweight. And we got him moving, and now he's down to 16 pounds.
Hey, I have of all these cats, one overweight cat.
Really?
I have no idea why this guy's overweight.
Yeah. Yeah, really? Yeah. Just like us. Why are you so much taller than me?
That's right. That's right.
Do you have any Maine Coons?
No. And they're all street cats. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some look like Siamese, but they're not really Siamese.
Right.
You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah. But you fall in love with them, you know?
I'm tired. I wanted nothing to do with it. So I started working with shelter. A bit I saved up, so money wasn't an issue. That's right.
And you still doing that, working with the shelter? No.
I got to do many of my own, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes I look back and say, you know, I remember when I took in the first 3, this is fucking crazy. You can't have 3 cats. You want to coach, you want to travel, you want to have cats.
No.
Now, but,
The 40. Are you training people?
so, you know, I made an app for trainers. Genetics, I'm releasing it right now. Gym. So occasionally, a few hours here and there, I train people, but it's not my main focus.
Right.
It's just fun. You know.
Exactly. Are you training in Palm Springs or Cat City? Yes. That gym I saw you at in there.
Yes.
It was a popular gym there.
Gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, that's where the money is.
Yeah, exactly right.
Half of my clientele.
I moved my office to a smaller gym in Cat City, but it's right back a year later. So when you drive in those cases, a lot of
Yeah, half of my clientele downtown Boston.
Yeah.
It's
You don't have your own gym.
no, my best friend. I helped him pick out all the equipment.
Yeah. You're kind of the expert. Well,
Good. What do you got?
so of course I know the usual, you know.
Yep.
Top 4 last year. So this guy's very good.
Except he's there.
He might get top 3.
He could.
Yeah. And then this guy.
He's huge.
When I trained people in Colombia, I met him. He was very, very young.
Really?
And when he was in my team, He already did. And just before the Amateur Olympia, he got his pro card for the Amateur Olympia in Medellin in 2017. Just before, he decided to switch teams. Another very good guy in the team.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want me to coach both, which is ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh, you were coaching him?
Yeah, I was coaching him, But then just before he won the pro card, just before, he felt more comfortable because there was another guy, Milton Bustamante, which is equally good.
Yeah.
And he felt like Milton is my priority because Milton was a closer friend of mine.
Where's Milton today?
Milton placed only third in the Amateur Olympia and then decided to go down the coaching road. Not compete anymore. Totally different.
Yeah.
So he might be the top 5 guy. And then
he won like the Boca show, right?
Yes.
He was massive.
Actually, his upper body didn't quite keep up, but that kind of got better.
Yeah, he's getting more balance now.
The guy I follow for years.
Yep. I know him. He used to follow me around and take pictures with me.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And now he's here.
I remember when he won the pro cards in the Amateur Olympia in Vegas. He was trained a few years.
I think he still is, right?
Although I kind of couldn't see anything of Patrick. He had all the sponsors listed and stuff, but Patrick wasn't listed there. And I remember I was very annoyed by him because he was very, very aggressive on stage.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still is.
He is.
Yeah.
He's aggressive in person.
Oh, yes.
I told you, he used to follow me around.
Yeah.
I'd be at the hotel gym trying to get a pump, and he's coming over to me, talking to me, taking pictures with me. And
yeah.
What class is first? No, 212 is second favorites. I'll let you take the solo, and you can do the full commentary on that. I don't know one of the girls.
No, I don't know it. So you do yoga?
What's that?
You like wellness too, yeah?
Who?
Wellness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. This guy's not competing, from a frame.
No, he broke his legs
His legs,
in an accident. He was training at Steve's gym, Bev's. And he had 500 pounds squatting, and he missed the hook on the Smith machine. And it squats. Yeah.
So, who else? Morning,
Yeah, this is like his 8th Olympia.
Yeah, he might have a chance for the top 5 guy.
Yeah.
And who else is on this list I need to pay attention to?
Kareth Baggio.
Yeah.
Marcelo Alfonsi from Brazil, right here. He stayed with me for a month prior to this.
Yeah, but Instagram.
It's Coach Cello.
Oh, look. It's the same thing.
Coach.
Yeah, and then TC. Coach TC. There you go, Coach Cello. He's outstanding in person. He's a little tall for a 212. He turned pro at the Vancouver Pro Amateur. He did the pro show the next day in the Open. He placed 7th in a decent lineup. And then the following week, he went to Chicago and won the Chicago Pro.
That's Then he won.
He won, yep.
Big chest.
Really good chest.
Looks like very small arms here.
He looks small, but he's not. His condition is, he's the tallest one. He's like 5'8". But I wouldn't be surprised at all if he's top 5. Remember Eduardo Correa? He's very much like him. That like see-through skin. He gets so hard.
And there was this guy who played 7th last year, Nasser Mohammed.
Yeah, I don't know him.
And then you have a bunch of Brazilians who played 9 and 10 last year.
Yeah, Fabrizio Moreira, he's really short. He's thick, but he never brings like real condition.
Well,
that's all we're going to do. Yeah, get the rest tomorrow. So we can talk about
doing for a German podcast tomorrow live the classic. Germans are very into the classic.
Yeah.
Because of Mike's.
Yeah.
But that's fucking like 60 athletes. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. They got to find a way to shuttle that money back into the athletes. All the money they're spending on flying these guys out here.
So that means there was 50, 60 shows over the year. Yeah? If only the winner gets to the Olympia.
Right? They got to make a change. Hey, great to see you. Great to see you. Nice to see you. You guys are doing You're a smart guy. We're doing the play-by-play for the show. 12. Yeah, it was fun. It was funny. We had a good time. Good to see you. Good day.
I really dove in the figure last year. That Jessica's it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I thought she was almost better.
I love her physique.
I mean,
She
it's
just-
hard to say anything about this
Right.
perfect, but she was not as hard as
Are they going today? This morning?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think yeah, this is the order here. Check. Check.
Why isn't this on?
It started yet.
It's just about me.
Start this.
So if that's the right order,
Fitness, 212,
Make it
figure. Yeah.
Make it big.
I hope Andrea is going to take this back. Yeah. Andrea and Miss Olympia, I hope she's going to.
I think she will.
Oh yeah.
I think that was a slap in the face.
By 1 point.
Yeah.
I think the other, what's her name? The other one who won.
Yeah.
I think her chance would have been better if she not done 2 minutes ago.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, structurally, she's not the same.
Beautiful abs, but yeah.
Yeah. She had great condition, but Andrea is like a Glenda Murray. As long as she's 90% conditioned, she's gonna win. She's beautiful. That matters in bodybuilding.
Yeah. I'm talking to Natalia occasionally. Such a nice girl.
Oh, she's awesome.
I can't stand Sarah, but it's not her fault. It's just as a fan.
Yeah.
She's great, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, Natalia, I met when she was 14 years old. She was with her parents at the Orlando Europa Expo.
Yeah.
She came up to me, took a picture with me,
Yeah, she's
and then
nice,
what she blossomed into was crazy. This is going to be hard to judge anything. It's all pixelated.
Yeah. Would it help if it's smaller? You can pixelated.
Like we won't be able to tell who's sharper.
But it was good on TV yesterday. I should take the iPad with me. It's an iPad. Usually in my life, when I comment for the Germans, my wife watches it on TV. I watch it on an iPad. It's way sharper.
Can you pull it up on the iPad?
I don't have it here.
Oh, it's not.
There's no way you can trust me.
Yeah.
That better when it's smaller?
No detail. You don't see it. You try the settings slow to change the.
And just so y'all know, it's streaming live now, so maybe why just so you know it's on. There you go. Y'all want that one? Y'all want to share that? Jose, you want to share that? Did you buy the stream already? I've got it. Y'all can watch it on there if you want. You have it too? That's much better.
Yeah, it's a little cleaner for sure.
Yeah. We can maybe have to share this. All right.
I instructed that.
Oh yeah. You already logged in? You already paid for it for this year? Well, it's not like I'm confused now too. Trying to figure out how to get it to his. Like I can't just find the main page. The main page for it. Like it's got all those other options. There's something I can sit down because when they put the headphones on, it's gonna need something. I'm gonna put mine. I'm gonna put mine here. Well, I apologize for the stream quality. What we do when you his on here, you guys can share that one right there. Me and Vince will watch it here. Because yeah, you're not gonna be able to do it from that. It's just too pixelated. The phone's not bad though, right?
No.
I mean, it'll work. His deal on there. I don't know. It's weird. Like mine just popped up. Like it said prejudging. Oh yeah, there you are. There you go. You're good. All right. We want to hear each other. You're talking to Mike. You can hear each other with the headphones. I'll wear this. We can do. Yeah, this will be Dennis's. Put this over here. Share that. Dennis is talking. All right, let's go. All right, guys. How's y'all's mic? Is this too loud?
A little bit.
A little too loud? Yeah.
That's good.
Can you hear? You good?
Can you hear me?
How about me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I too far away?
No, I'm here. All right, guys. So we're live. You guys watching online, welcome to the 2024 Mr. Olympia Prejudging. They got the fitness going on right now, so we're just kind of getting warmed up. I believe 212 will be up second. And that's what we're here for. We got Jean-Pierre Fuchs with us. We got Jose Raymond, Jose Raymond, legends of the sport. Guys, thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
We have a little streaming pixelation on our monitor up here, so we are all watching, like many of you, on our phones. So bear with us. But I think the phone can. I'm sure many of you guys are watching it at home, so watch along. We'll get some insights from these guys. I'll throw in my 2 cents. Jean-Pierre, I know you keep up a little more with these other classes. Do you got anything on the fitness that you want to contribute? Do you follow that class at all?
No, I'm very much into the figure. I think it's so much fitness, but I just hope everybody gets through without an injury. It's kind of scary.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I don't think they do any of the routines this morning, so I think those are all at night, right? Or do they do a preliminary? I think they're all in the evening.
Last year they had a litany of injuries on stage. That was hard to watch. But we have a former fitness Olympia making a return.
Who's that?
After Tierra.
Oh, yeah. So it's the first year back. That's right. She looks great, too, from the updates that I've seen.
Her physique is wild.
Because she tore it at the Olympia, right? During her routine.
I mean, she's a big girl. She's not short. She's not petite.
I followed her a lot because I know she did a lot of training with Meadows and stuff when he was around. And that was cool to see her train like a bodybuilder.
Well, she had to fill out that frame.
Yeah, she's so tall. I know Oksana, she's pregnant right now. She's very pregnant. So I didn't know if she was planning on competing this year, if she's officially retired. Jose, you may know.
Yeah, she's going to roll on out there with her 8-month pregnant daughter. She can do anything.
Every time I see her, she has the biggest smile. She just loves it so much, man. Just very positive person.
She promotes a few shows over in Russia now. Yeah. She's doing really well. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see her tumbling.
Yeah, well, no, not today. I hope not. So. Well, Dennis is shaking hands and kissing babies, so we'll probably get him over here by the time the 212 starts. But it is his booth, so we're going to let him do his thing. We usually disagree on the 212 anyway, so I don't really need his input. So let's go over it a little bit. Jose, who do you like? I mean, I know you've done some prediction shows already. I mean, obviously it's going to be, Keon and Sean. Which do you prefer going in? I mean, do you think it looks like Keon's going to come in even better condition based on the pictures?
Well, Keon is maturing, not only physically but emotionally, and he's settled into a good place where he has his confidence and he knows what he's got to do. That doesn't mean he's going to compete. The thing that took Sean out last year was trying to be too big. He knew it the day after the show. He knew it immediately what he had to do to come back and be his best.
So you think him downsizing is going to make him better?
Absolutely.
Explain that exactly, because obviously that means less muscle because he couldn't have been in any better condition.
So when I say downsize, the downside's the midsection.
Midsection, okay.
He was saved 184 pounds.
So in order to be that big, is nowhere to go.
He didn't have to weigh that much.
So coming down, it's going to streamline a little bit more, but keep the muscle. Okay, I understand that.
That was the only thing that held him back. Was his midsection was a little bit bloated last year, and being so muscular, if you don't have that taper like a Keon, who has one of the best tapers in the sport, it can really hurt you. Now, he has pound for pound as much muscle, if not more than Keon. In the conditioning is even better.
Yeah.
It's a harder, more mature, grainy physique. So if he can bring that waistline back down and check and come with his regular, hardcore look like he always does, we're in for a dogfight.
It was only 1 point last year, right? Is that right? 1 point decision?
I believe so.
Okay. But then last year, Sean was looking very, very good, just standing in the lineup. He was what, 182.
Yeah.
Now, in the lineup, I think when they're just standing there, he was dominating Leon at first.
Yeah.
But now with 175, you think that's a 7-pound difference. Can he still look like that standing next to him? Huh?
Absolutely. Sean's strength is his hardness, that mature look, and it really stands out in the lineup. And I thought he won most poses last year until Tyler Mannion did that recap. And he had the straight on view, and you could really see the stomach bubbling out. And I couldn't see it from where I was sitting, so I was dumbfounded as to how he looked.
Okay, that makes sense.
And once I saw that, I'm like, wow, it really did.
Yeah, because even at Dennis, everybody had, Sean winning it after prejudging. And we did talk about that on our preview show. Sean Pierre was on there with us. I've really enjoyed those when he comes on and explains, why they judged the way they did.
Yeah.
Just because it just gives you an insight on what he's seeing or what they're thinking. Because for the longest time, fans were just like, well, I don't see how they could have placed like that. And I've really enjoyed his comparison between, Hottie and Derek last year.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, I was kind of surprised how many shots he had Derek winning. Because, I mean, a lot of us had Hottie winning, right? But when he explained it, at least it made sense when he explained it. Now, you didn't have to agree with it.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that he's doing that like after every big show. I think it's good. I think it's good for the, it's going to keep people honest, and having to, explain their decisions.
The one thing I didn't agree with was him having Derek win the Avantai.
I didn't see that either.
Because Derek did a vacuum.
Yeah, it's just not an Avantai, right?
It's not an Avantai. So you have to have abs and you have to show them in order to win an Avantai. Just like he criticized Andrew for doing that more straight on side tricep. Yeah. You got to stick to the rule and hit the
have it
pose.
both ways.
Right.
No, and I agree. I mean, yeah, Hottie's a little blockier, but his abs and obliques are phenomenal.
He's got the best
one, right? I mean, it may be a little wider, but it's amazing. I agree. He has the best.
And then the post by posting can be a little bit misleading. So, one post, 1 point, when you look, for example, at the front, the most muscular, I mean, there's a huge difference between the two.
Yeah.
Right.
I think a lot of people they see that as the finishing shot. I think Derek has to be better in that shot. But, the only thing I can say with Hardy could be a little bit harder in the back, but I'm pretty sure he will be today, and that's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be close.
I also think when you hear, he won by 1 point, that can be misleading because you could have 5 judges that were all
one guy
leaning towards one way, and then they,
right, because they throw out the high and low still.
Exactly. So the point system can be misleading. They could all be like really on the fence and they can't decide, and then they kind of just lean towards whatever the head judge is doing.
Yeah.
It's
Jose, give us a little insight if you can on the head judge and how much influence he really has on everybody. I mean, is he the tiebreaker, or does he say, do they go to lunch and be like, this is what it should be, and then because I said so? Or, I mean, how much influence does Weinberger have?
You would hope not, but no, the head judge, his job is to put the people in position for the judges to best be able to score the show.
Now, so when he's moving them around, switch you in the middle of it, is that all him, or is that other judges wanting to see different comparisons?
Typically it's all him to begin with, but he may ask, you guys want to see something? Do you want to see someone next to someone else? And if he agrees with it, he'll do it.
So the very first call out, is that all the head judge? Is that all Weinberger or whoever's on the top 4 or 5? Okay.
I mean, these guys are really good at what they do.
Yeah, and I realize that. But I'm just wondering, does anybody else have any influence on that first call out? Because it's such a big deal, right?
Yes and no. They're not taking tallies and sitting there taking time to read.
Right. There's no
what
time.
you thought or what I thought or what this guy thought. It's a quick thing. They're professionals. Steve, in particular, has been doing this for 40 years. And Tyler's getting damn good at it himself. But after they come out, as I said, they may ask, would you guys like to see anything? He'll look down. You guys all set? Is this good?
Right.
You good with this? You give him a thumbs up? Or he'll be like, no. Can you switch these guys? And if he agrees, he'll say, all right. switch him.
Yeah. Okay.
So this year we have 4 guys everybody's talking about. What do you think? Who's the biggest threat to get into those top 2 or kind of riding those top 2 off?
So the biggest threat to me is Prejudging, because he's a hybrid of Keon and Sean.
Yeah. He's always in shape.
He's always in shape. He's short. He's wide. He's muscular. He's mature, but he doesn't bring the detail that those two do. If he brings that dry, highly detailed and separated physique, they both may be in trouble.
So, do you think he can skip Calderon this year? Do you think he'll jump in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's just got a prettier, more balanced physique.
He's really good.
Angel's huge upper body, and the legs are a little mismatched from his upper body. He's just very overwhelming because he brings great condition, and he's massive. But he's not quite as balanced as Karen.
You used to battle with him, huh?
Yeah, I was on stage with actually both of them. And Derek Lunsford and Sean Kalina.
We were doing our preview the other day, and do you follow or do you know much about this Zagarella kid from Italy?
Yes.
He's my pick. I think he can be a top 5 guy, especially with, what's his name, the freaky guy. He's out this year with an injury. But I think he can move up. His quads are amazing, man. I think he's really good. I think he can get up to the top 5.
So the Zagarella guy, he really stood out to me. I think he won in Toronto.
Was it Toronto? Yeah.
I think
he placed second a week or 2 before to somebody,
yeah.
And then they gave him the nod. And I think he even beat the guy that beat him a couple weeks before, probably. I'm not sure, but
he's very balanced.
His quads,
he's got great
he may have the best quads in the division.
What he needs is front to back thickness to battle with those top 3 guys, because he is a bit taller.
Is he?
I don't know how tall, but I'm gonna guess he's taller than top 3 guys. But he has a very fresh, young looking muscle. It looks really good.
I think he's gonna make a name for himself this year. There's some other great guys in there too. The other Gasp athlete, and I couldn't tell you where he's from, but he looks really good. Maybe Spain or France, but he looks amazing too. I think he won Texas, maybe. Anyway, I'll have to look at the names.
Yeah, Francisco.
Yes, I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's from Brazil.
Okay, he's Brazilian.
He's been around a while. Me and Jump here were talking about him earlier. He's a very enthusiastic young man. He used to follow us around at the expos.
Really? How old is this kid? Is he in his 30s yet?
Probably late 20s now. But he would always want to pose with you. And let's hit a front double.
So he can compare himself to you?
Yeah. And now, sure enough, he's on the
Olympia. He looks very good. I think he looks really good.
But my heart is with Esteban Bueno, Colombia. I met him as a very young man when I was training people in Colombia. He was for a very short time in my team. The guy lives and breathes bodybuilding 24/7. In the past, he had a little bit of an issue with kind of matching upper and lower body. His lower body is kind of a mini top flats. The guy has unbelievable legs. But he did that now. He won his show this year. So I think he's a big threat to get into the top 5.
He's a threat to any spot.
Yeah.
I think he won the Boca Raton show. And I remember watching that, and I couldn't believe he was a 212. He has huge sweeping thighs. He's not short. He's a very big, wide back, big arms. He pulls a great vacuum. He looks like he's about 230 on stage with very, very, very good condition. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with him.
So I believe they're about to come out. I know we can't hear the audio because we're linked up here, but I think they're up next. So are they going to bring them out in the groups of 5, I think, or are they going to bring them out individually?
They'll bring them out in groups first.
Do the quarter turns. So, guys, just joining us, we're live here at the Expo Center where the 212 is just now beginning. Got the legends with me, Jean-Pierre Fuchs. We got Jose Raymond with me. Dennis is over there shaking hands, kissing babies. He should join us shortly to get his take on this. But this is the first group coming out. There's Sean.
You got Marcelo Alfonsi, good friend of mine. He stayed with me for a month before this Olympia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Trains
Nice.
him every day. The kid's a hard worker.
Is that Ahmed Ashkenani there?
Ahmad
Yeah,
Ashkenazi.
Ahmad. Yeah, yeah.
This is his 8th or 9th Olympia.
Yeah. I think a lot of people forgot about him.
And then that's Kareth in the middle next to Sean.
Yeah. A little bit of a delay on the TV. Of course, we got all 5. It'll be better when we can get some zooming in to see really what the condition is. This is our first group of 6 just now coming out.
Kareth looks really good next to Sean.
He does.
He's a little bit taller. He's a little bit wider. It's just hard to tell. I don't think his condition is up with Sean, but
Not quite. Angel's right there too. How do you? That's really tough to tell on this on the condition. No, that's not. Yeah.
you see that right there in the rear double bicep.
Yeah.
Sean is just on another level
Yeah.
from everyone else. There's lumps and bumps and crevices that other people just don't have.
How many do we have in here this year, Jean-Pierre? 12? Okay. So we're going to have 3 groups. I know the classic we had talked about, there's over 50 competitors, I believe. So
I think there's a way to shrink that down. Put the money back into the athletes.
yeah, they should. They really should. Or not have, the thing is, these shows have so many, all these pro shows, they're all classics. They always have a classic division.
Well, they used to tier the shows, right? Like in
Right.
New York is a tier 1.
Yes.
Arnold.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do that. 20, if you got 20, there should be no for Olympia.
Meaning you win a pro show doesn't guarantee you go to the Olympia.
Right.
You got to beat a top tier guy or win a top tier show.
Now, in this grouping, who do you guys like? The gentleman on the far right, I know he's got very good legs.
That is
Is that?
Moraes from Brazil.
Yeah.
He's another really short guy. I think he's about 5 feet tall. He's thick. His
Yeah, very thick.
Achilles heel has been conditioned. He's got to pay attention there. He just did a quarter turn to the right. To the
Yeah,
left.
his back you can see. Now, I know the gentleman, I can't tell you his name, goes by Monster, Muzi, or I know he just qualified like a couple of weeks ago. Right there in the middle. He's very conditioned.
That guy's got really good legs in the middle.
Yeah. No, he's good. He's pretty complete.
Wide quads. It looks like he's a little narrow.
He is a little narrow from the pictures, but his conditioning's good. Good thickness.
The guy on the far left is Jordan Janowitz.
Okay. A little
Who,
taller.
if you saw him in person, you wouldn't believe he's 212. He's a little bit taller
Yeah, 'cause
than the
he's
rest
taller.
of them, and he's not
Right.
small.
So we'll definitely. So Keon will be in this last grouping. This is our last 6.
I think that was Nasser Muhammad in the red trunks next to Fabrizio Moore.
All right. So Keon's our last competitor there. Great V taper, just right out of the gate. It's going to be tough to beat him this year. God, you can just see the V taper on that front double by. It's just not even close.
Yeah,
with that
the
curve.
rib cage,
Uh,
the
and
width
and
of
that
the
you
lats.
can talk a little bit, Jose, about the vacuum and how it works on some guys and some guys it doesn't. So we're kind of talking about Sean, and would the vacuum not look right on Sean's physique, even if he could pull one?
No, I think it would look great. It's just a genetic thing where he can't do it.
You don't think you could, even with working on it, you don't think you could do
I
it?
think you could improve it. Some people just cannot do it. Keon looks insane
I'm
right
gonna
now.
go out there on a limb. It's almost game over.
I mean, it's just, well, in this group, it is. It's just, and they all look great, but it's just such another level. And I mean,
he's way better than those. Yeah.
He's a lot bigger. Those hamstrings, quads.
and from what Dennis said, he's still quite a bit under the cap. I don't think he's close to it. Yeah,
Yeah, he might have put 4 or 5 pounds on. He was 199 last year,
he looks phenomenal.
probably 204.
I mean, I can't wait to see him standing next to Sean. But man, he's on.
Yeah, he looks enormous, wide, in condition. Now, that said, I still think there's going to be some shots that Sean can win. So I don't know that it's a foregone conclusion just yet.
No, I got to see them next to each other.
Yeah.
So from the first round here, slightly disappointed by Esteban. Olympia 5 really is breaking into the.
Well, because we couldn't see the detail 100%, but I'm going to go with some of the names that we've already seen. That's Sean, Angel, Keon, Gareth.
Well, I think maybe we can get a little bit better idea when they come out here individually. Just because I don't care what stream you have, like on that broad view, they're trying to get everybody in there. You just can't tell. You can't tell. It's kind of like, you know, you go to these events and you watch it in the stands, and it's great to be there, and the energy. It's just so you wind up watching it on the big screen most of the time because you really can't tell the detail unless you're sitting where the judges are sitting.
That's a beautiful athlete.
These guys all look great. You know, so great.
This guy's condition. I had the luxury of being able to see him up close. I mean, he's dug out hamstrings, glutes, everything. The quads are zippered.
I wish they would throw the name up there.
That's Marcelo Alfonsi.
Okay.
He's 5'8". He's probably up to 214 today, 215.
Now, when they came out earlier in the lineup, just from the view of all six of them standing there, his midsection looked a little distended.
Which
one? He's always been a thicker athlete.
Oh, Ahmad?
Yeah.
Yeah. That becomes a problem as you start getting older.
How old is he now?
He's got to be nearing 40 now. This is his, as I said earlier, 8th or 9th Olympia.
Yeah.
And he's really thick and he's really short.
He's always been one of the thicker 212 guys.
Yeah. He's been first call out in every single one of them. So,
did you know the winning one?
He didn't win yet. No, he was second in 2017.
So he's not bringing a lot of glutes or hamstrings here. I don't know if he's not flexing them or maybe he's just not quite as sharp.
That's always been his
downfall. But he activates them. They're there. I just don't think he's being conscious of them the whole time in the back.
This is not the best version of him, but it's a decent version. It's pretty consistent with what he's brought. His biggest markdown is the quad separation. He never really had a lot of separation in the quads.
Here goes Baggio.
I'm a big fan of Garrett's
physique. He's really come up. I mean, the last 2 years, he's really been right up there towards the top.
It's a very pleasing physique. Balance, tight waist. And I really can't tell from this, but this is the Olympia. If you don't have dugout glutes, it's going to be a hard battle, especially in these, the smaller weight classes. It's good. He's got good shape. I don't think it's going to be enough.
I think Sean's next. I want to see the condition from the back, with Sean compared to.
Oh, Sean is lights out. Take a good look at that. And then when you see Sean getting some bumps and valleys.
All right, here we go.
Boom. Very explosive poser, Sean.
Feathered quads as always.
Yeah. Triceps.
Sean, we talking to him this year. He's in Texas. He's got his own little facility. Yeah, he's got all his custom machines, doing his own thing now.
Yeah, he's really dug out here.
Yeah,
And we don't even need a clear picture to see that type
yeah,
of
the
detail.
condition, yeah, compared to the Baggio, it was there, but it's
I mean,
better.
he was never better. He's perfect. It's another way that he looked 2 years ago.
Yeah,
It does. It does seem like you said, not downsized like muscle, but it was not as like
just tighter.
puffy as last year.
That
Yeah.
midsection's in check.
I think he did what he needed to do.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait for the first call out. Man, I don't know. Keon looks so good by himself. It's going to be tough.
You may see a two-man call out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would they do it from the first? Kind of like they did a couple of weeks ago, just right out of the gate, have those two guys come up?
I'm not sure they'll do that.
That crushes a lot of hearts really quick, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Well, it's reality. Because from what I've seen so far, that's what I see.
So condition-wise, I know last year, Angel was right there. Just when he stood next to, it's just the waist, and it's not like it's not conditioned. It's just a little wider. It's just hard. It's nothing really he's going to be able to do about that.
It's really good condition. He's thick as anyone.
He's always in great condition, but that kind of shows how unbelievable Sean is.
Right.
Like coming out of the Sean and stuff.
Yeah, this is one of his best shots. He's very wide. It's just a different look, These guys with better structure were in gear, he'd be winning.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're
It looks good. Definitely first call out.
Certainly the first call out, yes.
yeah. That's a very rugged, strong looking physique. Who's this next?
Esteban.
Oh, this is him. He shaved his head.
Yeah.
Didn't he have long hair at the, earlier in the year? He looks great.
Pretty similar to his shape in Florida. Maybe he was a bit harder down in Florida.
Can you tell if maybe he needs more glaze or
I think he needs to be a little darker. I think he could use a little
color,
little
yeah.
color, yeah. I think it would help him a little bit.
this is a guy who's a tweener. He may have to move up
Yeah.
for his physique to really blossom.
His quads are huge.
Look at that shot. Looks great. What we're seeing here is what I think is a guy that's big and sucked down and he gets flat.
Yeah.
So his
Well, be
muscles aren't busting through the skin. So it makes him look like he's not as conditioned. When he is, he's just flat. Some of these bigger guys, that's what happens to them.
Well, do they have to do that to get under the weight cap?
Right. So they don't really have a choice. And then,
kind of like Derek was in the D12.
Right.
yes. Look at that shot. This guy's Jordan Janowitz. He is a big dude. He's been at it a while, too. Looks good.
Definitely perfect condition.
Yeah.
Maybe his front thighs could be a little bigger
I think
compared
the
to the
last
side.
I don't know if we're going to get up for the last three. Try to do his thing. I think Jacob should be here by now. He's going to take Saunders and those passes. Okay, you might just tell him to check his phone. I know you can't hear it here.
The Mr. Olympia stage really exposes the people who are have structural flaws, who aren't as balanced.
I think I saw this guy's updated Dragon Slayer the other day. He looks great on his own. I'm not familiar with him. I thought he was a classic guy. Just because he's not
Might be able to slide in there.
yeah, not as big.
Just the deepness from the side that's just missing at this point.
Yeah, after seeing the guys ahead of him, he looks great. He's probably right at that with his height. He probably can't quite get down to the classic.
Yeah, he's probably 5'3", 5'4", the cutoff, like 170.
I mean, he's probably got to put on, 15 pounds of tissue to really compete at this, in this division.
Yeah, he looks really young, too. So
Yeah, he could do it.
He's a little shallow to the back. Quads. Condition.
All right, this is Muzi. Do you have him on your list? I know he just, like I said, I know this guy just won a show a few weeks ago. He's got an interesting chest. He's kind of got that separation, that split chest, which I don't know if that really holds you back. It's definitely a different look, but he has great condition, very round. Again, he may not be quite as big as some of these other guys.
Oh,
He's done everything he can. He looks great.
Yeah, he does. He has really good legs.
he's from South Africa. He's very bubbly. Really good condition.
One more. All right, we're going to try to get Dennis to come and chime in over here.
This guy's really good.
Yeah.
He may get a call out.
He might get a call. Yeah, he looks top 10 material.
He might be the first one. Yeah.
Right.
Excellent, outstanding.
Very good muscle quality. He was standing out. Is this Nasser Muhammad? Yeah, they're definitely not coming out in the order of the sheet we have here.
Oh, I just didn't know what the okay. I'll quick up on that. Okay, no worries, man. I just did.
He looks very good, dancer.
He's very, very good. He's 7th place last year. It's going to be tough to move up.
Yeah, he could be a little harder from behind, but he's got good shape. He looks really full. Good shot. He could just be a touch drier.
Oh, man, his stomach, this guy's, his stomach is real. Just notice coming out, his stomach is a little distended there.
Yeah.
Pretty big, pretty thick in the midsection.
This guy's a big dude.
I mean, he's a big guy, though.
This has been his Achilles heel, though. He got to come in condition to shoot the Olympia.
Very thick. I don't know the condition. Like from the back there, it looks a little smooth.
He could have dropped another 8 to 10 pounds.
It would have helped him.
Yeah.
Really, mainly bring that midsection down. That's the first thing I noticed when he came out. And you can see it is a little wide there, but yeah, when he turns from the side, he's gonna really have to keep that in.
I had the same problem.
I've seen that guy in better condition though.
Yeah.
And he had to have been to qualify whatever show he won.
Yeah, he won a show in Brazil. He beat Lucas Coelho, who's also been to the Olympia many times. So he's good. But you got to nail it on this weekend. I don't care what it takes.
This guy's got some deep cuts into that.
He's another shorter, thick guy.
And in shape.
Days and conditions. It's really good.
See the difference? He's probably the exact same size as the guy that just walked off.
Yeah. Just
but his condition,
8 pounds drier.
it makes a huge difference.
No, he looks very good.
Look at that. This is Olympia condition.
I would say he may be the most conditioned guy we've seen other than Angel and Sean.
Very good.
And, yeah.
Now he should be rewarded because that's a good balanced physique, great condition, great muscularity. Good for him. What's his name? Do you know?
I don't. I'm not familiar with it. I wish I had a list in front of me.
Marco Ruiz.
This guy's got legs. This guy's got really good legs.
Yeah, it'd be good if they were able to
Slacks from the
put their names up there.
Jose, what weight did you usually compete at when you did the Olympia? Were you right at the cutoff?
Yeah, especially towards the end. From 2014 on to 2018, I struggled to make the cutoff.
Did you get down and then would you step on stage heavier by the time?
No.
I did see you compete in the Open.
All right.
Yeah.
In most
Oh,
breaks.
yeah. I thought I could have placed higher that day.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was with Cedric and Brandon Curry. I ended up fourth that day.
Yeah.
But typically, I would weigh in, 3 days out, I'd be 220, 218. I would make the 212 cutoff. And then
Okay.
once I dropped my water, I'd be 210 to 2, or sometimes even lighter.
So I really like this guy.
Barrios.
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 I really like him.
Another very enthusiastic competitor.
Very, very complete.
Yeah. And don't get it twisted. His posing draws attention. It might be annoying to some people. But look at that. Look at the squared pecs and shoulders. Detail. He's ready. He came prepared. Don't be surprised if he's in the first
No,
row.
I think so. I want to see him from the back.
Nice.
The who?
Might be a little bit outmatched size-wise in certain poses, especially the side shots with the excludes it on the side, but he looks great. He's definitely on the edge there to get into the first call out.
Yeah.
He's got some high calves for a 212 guy. He looks good. I think
Super condition.
he's pretty thick. I mean, I think his chest, through the chest. I think he can be a first call out.
You can tell he pays attention to every little detail. The skin, the color, the glaze, how he
Oh,
presents
here's my
himself.
Zagarilla.
He looks like he's
Look at that tiny waist, man. His waist. That's what blows my mind is that his quads are so the sweep on them with that tiny, like classic
Yeah,
waist.
look at that. The side. Wow.
by himself when he walked out. He almost looked like an open bodybuilder.
Dude, he just. I just don't. I mean, I would love to know how big his waist is around, but it's phenomenal.
Great detail. Great condition. I don't know why he doesn't rock down on the glutes. A lot of people do that. See how he's kind of sticking his glutes out? He's in condition.
Dude, his legs.
got
Just,
detail.
I love his legs. I mean, I would favor his going in, so I mean,
Great quad.
I mean,
Great
as good as
midsection.
Barrios looked, I think he's even better. I have him first call out.
I'd have to agree with you.
I mean, that may be most, other than Angel and Sean, that may be the most impressive physique I think we've seen.
Who's this, Keon?
Yep, this is it. This is the last competitor. That's
Yeah.
a showstopper.
How's that for a waist? Wow.
The reason we don't talk is we have nothing to add on to this.
I mean, it's just I'm just watching this. The shape is just unmatched. Let's see. Let's see how the glutes. It's quads look like they come up.
Yeah, he's got some of the best hamstrings in bodybuilding. Like, just genetically. Look at that. Like footballs hanging off the back of the leg.
It's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, he's certainly making the case.
I think you guys just see the most perfect bodybuilder in the world.
Look at the hamstring from the side. That's crazy. He's doing a good job.
No, I don't know. I don't know if Sean can take him this year, man. That's tough.
Let's see it. We'll find out in a few minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So first call out, obviously Sean and Keon. I like Barrios. I like Zagarella, and then the Muzi guy from South Africa might be in there.
And Angel.
Yeah, Angel. So it could be a 5 or 6 American call out.
Well, if it's
Angel's got too much muscle not to be in that call
Yeah,
out.
no, he will.
if there's ever a time
Oh, and then Baggio. Baggio will be there.
if there's ever a time for a 2-man call out, it would be probably today.
Yes.
How about a 1-man call out? Just bring out Sean. Just bring out
I
Keon.
think they'll bring out 4 or 5,
Yeah.
and then from there afterwards they'll bring the 2 of them back out.
All right. We can't hear it from where we're at, but we're just gonna have to. Come on, man. Get Zagarella in there. He deserves it.
It looks like
Angel.
Zagarella is all the way to the left.
Okay, good. Yep.
They got Ahmad Askanani,
Oh, I didn't
Angel.
have him on in there just because of the midsection.
and he looks a little soft to
Yeah,
me too.
it's softer. That's Baggio and then Sean. Okay. Oh, they got Zagarella in there. I would have had Barrios in there and set up Ahmad. Oh, I mean, where he's putting him now, he's got Baggio ahead of Sean, but I mean that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
It's
they
early.
just moved him.
Oh, here we are. All right. Pretty much as expected. Love that they put Zagarella in there, man.
Dan Angel right there. That's
Same to Phil as last year.
yeah.
I got Zagarella in third, just off of their individual. He looked amazing. All right, let's see what we got. Baggio, man. I mean, that's Keon's all day right there. That front double bicep.
Man, this is so hard to see.
It is. I mean, I almost wish, you know how they zoom in and they pan?
Yeah.
I wish they would do that.
Just zoom in on the top 2.
You can't, yeah, that's fine too. You just can't see the condition from that. If you
So
guys
from
are,
what I'm seeing, I mean, I would have given Keon the front double and the front lat. Now, that's damn close, the side shots. They're both very hard from the side.
back is usually Sean. The back flat spread, I mean, I think Keon will take that. I like Sean on the back double. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they'll bring them back out. Just the 2 of them.
Yeah, it'll be the 4 guys on the corner will be battle right before the final call out.
Yeah.
And that'll be a tight one. That'll be a tight one for third, I think. So let's see if they.
I'd like to see Carrot sitting next to Angel.
Let's see if they keep anybody from that group down.
They did. They kept Pascanani.
Okay, that's the right call. He should have been down. I had Zagarella in third right now, ahead of Angel personally, but we'll see. They're gonna get another chance. All right, so you guys just join us. This is the second call out here for the 212s.
So they put Jordan Janowitz in.
They got Muzi in there.
Muzi.
Yeah.
Marcelo.
Okay, there's the really shredded guy far left.
Barrios. And yeah, I don't know who that was. I'm gonna say Marco Ruiz.
They're moving on mod back to 7 now.
All right. They put Barrios in the middle there. Yeah. So that would put him 5 or 6 as of right now.
So this is the fight for the 6th spot. How many people are in the finals? 5?
Yes.
Yes. They kept Ahmed out of the 6. So this is 6 through 10 based on the call out. Or 6 through
Definitely the 2 right guys in the middle. Oh,
6
Oh,
through,
wow. Remember I said that? I got this guy.
He's in shape, man. He looks really good.
He's
so is
very
Muzi.
muscular.
All right. Good. They're rewarding
And
condition.
this kid's a little bit wider than Muzi.
Yeah.
Through the shoulder.
Yeah, I think he'll edge him out. Yeah, they're rewarding conditioning.
Yeah. It's really deep separation in those legs. They're not as big as Fran's, but they're more deep. And he just has a little more rugged look in his upper body. And the condition is superior to those guys, too.
Yeah, I like when they zoom in to the left and just pan across real quick. I prefer that just so you can kind of see a little bit better condition. Hopefully, if we get that final 2 call out with Sean and Keon, they'll really zoom in there. They'll put out some good HD photos though.
That's a tough battle for 6. I mean, we have Monty probably, but it's 2 are very, very good.
I mean, I think Ahmed, I think he's going to move down behind those 2 guys in the middle, just based on condition.
Yeah.
And the stomach. So yeah, I think
this will be the
7.
first year he's out of the top 5.
Right.
But to me, it's pretty clear. He even looks uncomfortable in his posing. Something's off with him.
They take them through twice. Is this the second time around? Or they're still on the first time through?
They're hitting every shot. Very, very detailed with this judging so far.
That's good. It should be. It's Olympia. So.
Yeah. Can you tell who's the head judge right now? Is it Steve?
It's got to be Steve, right? So what happened? I saw he was in a wheelchair or a rascal or something.
Would you move the 2 guys in the middle of Fonzie into the first call out? See if they have a shot for me.
I mean, that would put him down there with.
They may compare him with Angel and Kara. Why not? I think he'd look good next to them. probably butchering his name, but I think his name is Marco Ruth.
The one in the middle.
Yeah, the bald one
Yeah.
that's really shredded.
All right. Now, is this the rest of the guys, or is there one more group after this? Because we had a total of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This should be
This should
everybody.
be it.
And then we'll hit it in reverse.
That's a shame to see Esteban in this call out.
Yeah.
I had high hopes for him.
It's just a watering the quality issue. And you can't do that at the Olympia. I think that's the best.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes the Olympia special. Is it someone that people are raving about is going to do damage is somewhere in the 10 spot now. I'm not sure there's a whole lot he could have done. His condition's not great, but it looks decent. You know, that's a legit pro show winner who's not even in contention for.
We see that the first 6-7 guys are just so good. You know, you just have to bring it 100%.
Yeah. I knew in the 10 years that I competed in this Olympia that the chances of me winning weren't great. But if I could just get a sniff, and that's all I fought for, was doing everything I possibly could. And then before you knew it, I was in the top 2 spot. Yep. And that's kind of what you got to do. You got to throw everything out the window, just bring crazy condition every time. If you don't, you could end up last. That's how good these guys are.
Jose, how long did you work with Chris for your the last
I started
few
with
years
him
or
in 2012. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 7 years.
wow, all the way to your last show?
Yep. Yeah, Chris and I kind of share the same brain. Like, it was never a question of should I do this, should I do that. It was autopilot, really.
Okay, so they're bringing it back out. This is that 6 to 10, I believe.
It's for the 5th.
Good.
5th to 10. Oh, is Zagarella?
Zagarella.
Okay, that's my boy. Yeah, this is going to be for 5. I think he's clearly got that. I mean, just look at his legs, man. It's just at another level. And his waist is so tiny. He's in condition.
Very pretty physique.
I mean, granted, the guy the left there is he may have a little hardness, but completeness. I don't know why we lost it up here.
He's got a great hamstring drop on the side. Yeah.
I mean,
he can fix a little of the posing, but
yeah. I mean, but your first Olympia, man, if he can crack that top, say this is for 5th, basically. It's got 4 athletes left after this.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty amazing.
We have the top 4 from last year standing top 4, so that means Zagarella is not going to be the top 3. It's right now.
Yeah, unless they make some crazy call there. Which I'd like to see. Wow.
Look at his quads, man. God, the guy next to him is so shredded, though. That's a good group right there.
Very good.
All right. We're going to bring out 2 and 2. I'm sure we'll bring out all 4 right here. Final